How did you choose your producer on him?
It was we had a bunch of guys up and about, and then everything was tossed around, and then our manager just mentioned it, like, what about this guy? And we're like, you know what? Why not? Because and then we met him, and he was really you know, he's like sort of a mad professor. So you kind of felt like, okay, this super crazy, insanely talented guy is into it. So it felt like, yeah, let's try and see what he brings to the table.
Yeah, and Tom as well. He's sort of a
his engineer, and he did a whole lot of
super good.
Yeah. So
and
that
he really
team
knew our sound, the style, and where we were going. So he really.
Yeah, so this was like the safety net, because Jacob, I mean, doing Rammstein, you were like, we don't want Entombed to be sounding like Rammstein, obviously.
Yeah.
But his main the engineer guy, he's like an old Entombed freak, so he was really like, okay, no, but I know the guitar sound here, so don't even try to mess with it, because we need the ancient too. And it's like he had the good foundation, like in old school death metal, so it didn't get like, you know, something different from what we are.
Yeah.
So this was really cool.
So it sounds like you guys made a really good relationship with them then.
Yeah, no, it's really, insanely professional team.
I think it was, for me, the smoothest recording session ever. Really, you know, fun and easy. And usually it isn't fun and easy
No,
when
it's
you're
not fun,
recording
it's
stuff.
never fun, but
Sucks usually.
Yeah.
But it's always
But in a good
nice.
way.
Yeah, but it's you turn yourself inside out. So it's always nice when you're dealing with pros that can make the process a little less painful, and you know, and also know when to push and when to back off. Like, okay, you know, some days you just don't have it, and then instead of like grinding, you just, okay, fuck it, and then the next day when you're happening, then that's when they push, you know. And I think these qualities in a producer is very important, that they can, like, you know, make sure that you get into the zone, and that when you're in the zone, you just record as much as possible, instead of like just going by schedule 9 to 5 every day.
Well, hopefully you work with him again in the future on, you know, other albums.
I would love to. No
Yeah.
problem. I mean, yeah, anytime. Really, anytime. He is crazy, completely crazy, but in a good way, and insanely good with sounds.
That's good. So you guys released a video for the song "The Winner Is Lost."
Right.
It's a very funny video where you guys are just drinking
Yeah.
and having a really good time.
Yeah.
You were working on a beer collaboration with War Pigs in Copenhagen.
Yeah.
Could you tell us about the beer and its release date?
It's gonna be released. I think it's next week or something. It's the 1 year anniversary of War Pigs, and it's a collaboration brew pub with it's Three Floyds from Chicago and Mikler from Denmark, Copenhagen, and like Three Floyds, one of their big seller, like main, you know, best in my opinion beer are Dark Lord, a stout, and same with Mikler. They have a stout called Beer Geek Breakfast that is like their first like breakthrough beer, and those two brewers and those two beers, like maybe something in between, would be, you know, perfect. And so we did. It's like a coffee stout at 12 percentage and massive. It, you know, it's gonna taste like we sound.
That's interesting. So we'll see what you guys taste like.
Yeah.
All right. So are you going to have that available just online through your merch website?
I think actually through War Pigs, actually, online. So it's gonna be cool stuff. They did a beer with Mastodon as well, and I think they did the same thing, you know, buying through War Pigs website.
We're starting to notice a lot of bands do beer collaborations lately.
Tell me about it.
That, hot sauce, anything. Do you feel just beer and metal go together, and that's why you were really up with the idea?
And also, I think a lot of these guys that are brewing all these microbreweries are like all fucking metalheads, you know.
Yeah.
So you look at like the branding of all the beers, and they all look like all heavy metal albums. So it's like, I think it's just like, you know, a natural collaboration that, you know, I mean, obviously we all drink beer like crazy, but why not have good beer, you know?
Yeah.
But definitely.
It's because the difference is huge, man. I mean,
And our merch guy, Barnaby, he used to brew for Three Floyds. So it's
No way, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow,
very cool.
cool. Celebrity.
Yeah. So it definitely goes very well hand in hand. The metal and
For sure.
craft beer brewing. So great mix.
Yeah, it's awesome to see metal tap into other things, you know?
Yeah.
Definitely. You get to drink your own beer that you made.
Yeah.
Who can say that?
No, this is cool. This is cool. It's insane with the whole communication net that we have now, and finally people are like exploiting it.
Oh, we were at Surly's in Minnesota,
That was
like their new brewery, and their
Insane.
beer and their food was like
really,
probably
really good.
best day on that tour.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Well, hopefully
The
you'll get
part
to
that
go. Well, hopefully
The
you'll
part
get
that
to
I
go back.
remember.
Yeah, we do actually. We're playing there.
Oh, you are.
Right, same street, I think actually.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, like
Right
walking
on.
distance.
Make plans. So you guys are from Sweden. Would you say that there's a difference between the death metal scene in Europe and in America?
Oh yeah.
As you said, you know, I like that it's not that huge difference between metal.
People, I mean, it's just like, you know, the preference of bands. Like, you know, there's trends coming and going, and you know, there's some bands that are doing like really well in Europe right now and not so good here, and vice versa. So it's, but on a general basis, no. I mean,
We all like, you know, beers.
it's-
And,
yeah,
you know,
it is.
Mosh
it
pits
is-
are mosh pits.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
well, it was for a while. I remember, you know, in the States, where there were no moshing allowed, and there were a lot. You know, it was like a downer period where you weren't supposed to move at all at a death metal concert, and then I guess everybody realized that, you know, who the fuck goes to a death metal concert and you can't move? So now it's more physical, and but it ain't to the point where, you know, with the wall of death and when it gets silly. So it's really cool to play and see that people can like, you know.
a lot of fun.
You know, mosh, because it enhances this music, definitely. Good old mosh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just kind of feed off each other.
Yeah.
So you've been around for a lot of years in the scene. Are there any specific bands that you like and have really influenced death metal?
ABBA. Yeah,
Morbid
there's
Angel, Cannibal Corpse.
there's ABBA. It's funny. No, there's millions. Always when you get the question, it's like accept. Yeah, but
I mean, like
Just your favorite. Pick
favorite
your
death metal bands, or like
that have been around as long as you guys and have really made an impact on today's death metal scene.
Morbid Angel, Cannibal Corpse, B-side, Suffocation as well.
Iron Maiden, Metallica. There's a few, Motorhead.
I thought you
mean-
were just saying death metal. What do you mean in general?
I mean, I just say good bands. I mean, if is that on Death?
Yeah, Death, the band, Death.
Death,
Yeah.
hey?
There you go. That's a big one.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many to choose from, and I think any old 80s thrash, Bay Area, that whole, you know, Slayer, all of that,
All good.
it's all good.
all
All good, all the way.
So this summer you guys do have 4 festivals that you're playing in Europe
Right.
that are actually in Germany. Do you feel like you have a lot of support there?
Yeah, Germany is
really cool.
very, very good.
Is it the best
Always good
country
for
for
metal.
you?
Not the best, but one of the best.
I would say, like, I mean, let's put it like this: Germany is the second biggest market when it comes to heavy metal after the States. So in Europe, they are the like main. They have the most metalheads basically
Yeah.
per capita. So yeah, it's if you play in Germany, it's safe. You know, very, very safe. They have. They are organized, and they have beer, and they want metal now. Yeah. So definitely, but I wouldn't. I mean, it's as far as this is the backside of like if you have a huge market and then you kind of get fed up too much, you get too much metal. So when you talk about enthusiastic audiences, you have to go to places where that doesn't get so much metal,
Yeah,
and then
very
there's
true.
a complete different, like, holy shit, you know, these guys are really, really aching for it. So, but definitely Germany is one of the safest European harbors
For metal.
for metal. Yeah, for sure.
So what's next for Entombed?
We're gonna do this tour and then do a shit. I don't know how many festivals, but it's basically all summer.
I think it's like 150 gigs this year.
So we're basically gonna play all year long, and then I hope get some time off and breathe. And I'm sure some fucker comes along with some, let's do an album or whatever, but
Probably.
let's not speak
sure.
about this now, So we just focus on touring on this one, and yeah.
Then we're gonna do the old thing again,
Yeah, and then we'll be back here.
Don't say that, man. Let's just. I feel like one of them squirrels in a
Oh, the hamster wheel.
the hamster wheel. Thank
Yeah.
you.
There is also squirrels.
There's also squirrel wheels.
Squirrel wheel. Alrighty, well, I want to say thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us
I know.
today.
Thank you.
Good luck with the rest of the tour, and again, thanks so much.
Cheers. Thank you.